It's the NFL on EA Sports as we are in the inner harbor of Baltimore at M&T Bank Stadium. Coming up, we got a good matchup on tap here as it'll be the Washington Commanders taking on the Baltimore Ravens. It's the Battle of the Beltway. Baltimore and Washington are underway. He will return this from deep in the end zone. And ultimately, he stopped right where he would have been if he had simply gone down to a knee at the 25. To throw right away is Howell. And right off the bat, look at him lay out there and make the grab. 19 yards right off the bat and a quick first down.
Every guy that plays this game has plenty of people around him that are concerned for his health and well-being. He had no regard for his body on that catch at all, did he?
Middle of the field, diving to grab it? No, he didn't. And this is going to be a Commander's first down as he's got this up to the 45-yard line. Well, no slow start here. A couple nice chunk plays back-to-back.
I love the momentum that they're showing here early because they did it both ways, right? Threw the ball on first down for a nice chunk of yardage. Came right back and ran the ball. Looks like they've got the defense set back on their heels. Let's see if they can keep this moving.
And he goes down. The Ravens able to get to him. He couldn't get rid of it. He takes a sack for a loss of 6 to bring up second down.
But you do need to know as a young quarterback that if you're going to spread the field, the ball's got to come out quick. And you have to know where to go with the football really in pre-snap. Identify where you want to go and get rid of it.
Howell's throw taken in by Samuel. And he's going to be taken down with the first down at the Ravens' 32-yard line. 19 yards to pick up there. Move the chains. So in Raven territory now. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 32-yard line. First carry of the game for Brian Robinson. And they're going to stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Just no cutback lane to be found whatsoever. 2nd and 10. Nice job there defensively to clamp down because really they've been on their heels this drive.
Agreed, and they really needed that one for confidence, just to feel a little bit better. But I don't know if I would be daunted by them stopping me on one run. This drive has gone pretty well. I could come right back at them.
2nd down, Howell now. And this is taken in for a Washington touchdown. Terry McLaurin, 32 yards. And the Commanders are on the board first on the road here in Baltimore. And, partner, they found a gap there on the post pattern, and it was in the middle third of the field.
And that's really difficult to do because ordinarily the safeties are back there to prevent that happening. But they found the opening and exploited it.
And now the Washington offense going to stay out there and go for 2. They'll try and throw for it. And that is going to be caught. And it moves the lead to 8-0. So they get in for the opening drive score, and they go for 2. They kept the kicker lonesome over there. They said, we don't need you this time.
Kickers? Who needs kickers for PATs?
Nice now.
We want them for field goals, not for PATs. They went for 2 and got it. It's a new tone setter for this team. At their own 25-yard line.
Jackson and the Ravens come up now 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. They start the drive with Cook. Pushing through the contact. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right of the yard. The success there, Charles, coming on the outside of the field, the ground game. Curious to see if that continues as we progress.
Yeah, we often talk about a variety in play calling and usually between run and pass. But in this case, with strictly the run game, You can be creative there as well. Run it inside, run it outside, keep the defense off balance.
On second down, here's Mitchell. That's some strong running. And he's going to have a Ravens first down as the tackle made just shy of the 40.
I know what you're thinking out there. I know a lot of you are thinking, take a shot downfield. It's a great spot for it. I'd say maybe later in the game, definitely in the second half. But right now, I think they were just trying to get some momentum built. Get a first down, pick it up, and keep moving.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. They run the counter with Cook, and he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
Sometimes you get all those big guys down there in one spot, and there's just nowhere to go. And in this case, the defensive tackle used his strength and swallowed him up.
To throw is Jackson. That's complete. It's Rashad Bateman. And he's able to get this one out closer to midfield across the 45. That'll give him 8 that time. And now we've got a 3rd and 3. Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the first. They'll run. This is Gus Edwards. And I don't think he got there. No. He's short by maybe a foot. Maybe. Call it 4th and inches. They'll run for it. It's Edwards. And, boy, that's going to be close. He didn't get much at all there, but he got the first. Looked like they might have held him defensively, but the referee signals it will be a first down. Now this throw caught left side, and he's finally taken down, and it's a big gain there on what will turn out to be the final play of this first quarter. Second quarter now from Baltimore. It's the Ravens in possession. Off the play fake, here's Jackson. Again, it's OBJ, back-to-back catches. And he will reach the 5-yard line before going out of bounds. Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another first down.
And these two hooked up on a nice gain to play before, and I always admire play callers that see a play that works and go right back to it, so they went right back to him. The reward, they're set up with 1st and goal.
They'll run with Mitchell. And he's going to press this one forward as they stop him right around the 1. Give him 4 on the carry there at 2nd and goal.
When you look at the geography we're staring at, this part of the field, don't you always think of big backs carrying the football, bruisers trying to pound it in? Instead, look at a little more of a scat back type, and he's trying to make it happen.
Yeah, they went with the elusive, slippery guy. Couldn't get in there, though. The tally there, minus 2 yards, brings up 3rd down.
With his size, he's a tough man to bring down, but they do a nice job there stopping his progress and not allowing him to get back to the line of scrimmage.
From back at the 3 now. This is 3rd and goal. Cook will take this into the end zone. It's a Ravens touchdown.
And you can forgive this defense just a bit here. They know how dangerous Lamar Jackson is running the football. Stopping him is in many ways a prime concern. So here, they're late to react to the handoff on the option, and it costs them as this winds up a touchdown.
A little surprising they wouldn't go for 2, but this is up and good. And this is now a 1-point game. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. Well, from deep in the end zone, he's going to bring this out.
On the return. Washington takes over 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. So both of these teams, Charles, coming off touchdowns now, but this offense, they just had to stand on the sideline, watch their... All right, rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Picked off by Marlon Humphrey. And they finally put it into this return, but not before he's all the way down to the 37.
The Ravens take over first and 10 at the 37-yard line.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on first and 10. Give to Cook out of the gun. And tough sledding. He'll get maybe a yard. Stop short of the 35.
Well, sometimes you just have to give credit to the defense. Great job there at the point of attack, holding up. They won their battles at the line of scrimmage, left him no space to try and run. A really nice job swarming to the ball carrier.
And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. Andrews' first catch, good for a first down.
And there's a completion to the tight end. And look at the size of these players nowadays. At that spot, 6'4", 6'5", and up. A lot of guys used to be basketball players, somehow came back to football. That's really good for the...
And he's going to go down. Back at the 27-yard line, he's sacked. That's Deron Payne with a sack that time.
Tremendous read and reaction by the defensive tackle. And frankly, partner, it's not that often the DTs have that type of easy access back to the quarterback. Never bought the play-action fake.
So following the sack, they'll try to change their fortune here on 2nd and 13. Jackson. Throw left side complete. That's Cook. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. That's good for a Raven first down, 15 yards there.
One of my old teammates called me the other day when he was watching the game. He's like, man, trying to watch an NFL game and trying to account for their passing game, that's difficult. And just when you think you get everything covered, here comes a back out of the backfield. In this case, he picks up the first down.
And down inside the 10 here before he's out of bounds right around the 7. 5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5. Here's Cook again. And he'll be stopped just outside the 5 at the 6. They'll get to the line here, but remember, it's also third down.
A gain of a yard on the play. Brings up 3rd and 4.
Caught left side. It's Beckham. And in for the Ravens touchdown. Odell Beckham from 6 yards away. And the Ravens have taken the lead. Tucker with the extra point. And that makes this a 14-8 ball game. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. Now this will be returned from deep in the end zone. And he'll be dropped at the 21-yard line. So bringing it out of the end zone proves not a good decision. Loses him about 4 yards. Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. It was still more than a minute to go in the half. Time to try to mount a drive.
And I would think that they would have to. This is today's NFL. You got to push it whenever you get an opportunity. You can never have enough points with the high-powered offenses that you face. And analytics will tell you, try and score when given the opportunity. Well, nearly another interception there. That would have been 2 drives in a row with a pick. He's got to start taking care of the ball way better than what we're seeing.
Interestingly, that throw was probably worse than the one he threw the interception on last drive, but fell incomplete. 2nd down, Howell back to pass. The escapability in evidence there is that one good for 15 and a first.
Well, here's your first example of how this guy can beat you in more ways than one, because they took away his arm, but he was more than happy to dissect them with his legs for that first down pickup.
Howell to the air on 1st and 10. Throw to the right here, taken in by McLaurin. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. And Washington now going to use the first of their 3 timeouts, as they'll stop it with 27 seconds remaining here in the 2nd quarter. On 1st down, Howell. This is caught inside the 15. Touchdown, Washington. Curtis Samuel 49 yards. And the Commanders are an extra point away from moving out in front in the final minute of the half. Now the Washington offense going to stay out there and go for 2. They'll look to throw. And no, it falls incomplete. So the 2-point conversion no good. This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. From his end zone, here comes Justice Hill. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Cost him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20.
Real quick.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
But prior to that, he had hit his first 6 passes to start the game, so on a nice little run to begin.
It feels like this offense has carried its dress rehearsal into the game. You know, because you do practice it, you do go through it, and in this case, it is clicking exactly like they drew it up.
Again from the 20 after the incompletion. Here's 2nd and 10. Here's Jackson to throw. Setting up the screen for Cook. And he will lose yardage on the play. Back at his own 19-yard line. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see. He's got him in. Complete. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. Time for a break. We've hit halftime. 2 quarters down. 2 still remain. We step aside. This is the NFL on EA Sports. And we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gordon, getting set for quarter number 3 here. And ready to get the party started for the second half. It was an even first half, all tied on the scoreboard. Hill is going to take it out of the end zone. Down the numbers. There he goes. Justice Hill. He's to the 15, 10, 5, and he will score. Touchdown, Ravens.
We've sat in a lot of meetings, and they always talk about the offense taking advantage of beginning a half. Special teams coaches don't listen to that. They want to take advantage with their own unit, and they just did.
Yeah, they trailed in the locker rooms, and they changed that immediately.
I think they drew that one up special. That felt like something he pulled out of his pocket that he'd been holding for a while, and they were able to use it effectively.
He will return this from deep in the end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback. The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. With a play fake, and now here's how to throw it. And this one is incomplete.
I think he's got to be careful not to force anything into coverage right there. There weren't really any throwing lanes, but the best part for him, he's got 2nd and 3rd down to fall back on.
So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. Now Howell. He completes this one to Terry McLaurin. And he'll be corralled well on field right around the 40-yard line. First down, Howell to throw. Got this complete to Jahan Dotson. And nothing to speak of there after the catch as they get him right to the ground at the 37. That's now a pair of explosive plays in succession, both north of 20 yards. So in Raven territory now, here's a 1st and 10 at the 37-yard line. Straight ahead, it's Robinson. And not a whole lot of room to operate there on the 1st down run. He gets maybe 3.
I have to think a major focus of the halftime meetings had to be figuring out how to create space for the running game to get operating.
Well, what you pointed out to me at half seems accurate. That line has struggled to sustain blocks.
Yeah, I would agree with that totally. They've got to focus on staying on their double teams at the first level, make sure that block's secure before they slide off and try and chip someone at the second level.
And he's going to be taken down with the 1st down at the Ravens 14. With that catch, he goes over 100 yards receiving on the night. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line. Gibson here running out of the gun. And able to surge forward for about 5 yards down to the 10.
That's a strong pickup right there on 1st down. And as this drive goes on, we're seeing an offensive line and running game imposing its will.
Ball sits on the 10, 2nd and 5. Powell. To the goal line, but it's incomplete.
As this old brain remembers, when I see 5 wide receivers on the field as a defender, I know the ball's coming out high. They expected it and got there and popped it free.
And on 3rd and 5, this will be the 8th play of the drive. Shotgun handoff to Gibson. And he is into the end zone for a Washington touchdown. Antonio Gibson, a 10-yard touchdown run. And the Commanders are an extra point away from evening this one up.
We see this a lot on 3rd and short yardage, especially down here in the red zone. They're going to sell out to stop the run, try and hold them to a field goal. But once the running back gets past the first wave, the resistance can evaporate after that. And he not only picks up the first, but he takes it all the way into the end zone.
And this will be caught as they convert here for 2. They didn't want the tie. They roll the dice and they take the lead.
That felt like a tone setter, didn't it? Forget tying the ball game and feeling like we're just hanging with you. We're going to go ahead and push it to a 1-point lead, and that just changes the complexion of the whole game.
Hill is going to take it out of the end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback.
Over 1st and 10 at their own 19-yard line.
The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. Here's Cook as they begin on the ground. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
Brings up 2nd and 11 at the 18-yard line.
Again, it's Cook. There he goes, left side. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. 45 yards rushing now on 8 carries for him so far. First down, here's the run with Cook. And this time the yards won't come so easy as they'll in fact tackle him behind the line. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12. Final minute now of the 3rd quarter. A quick throw complete out to Beckham. Shreds him with a stiff arm. And they're going to have another 1st down here as the tackle's made at Washington's 35. 19 yards to pick up there and move the chains. In Washington territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 35-yard line. Now it's Jackson. He finds Bateman over the middle. And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30. And they're not going to get to the line to run another play. So we will switch ends as the 3rd quarter. Now 2nd and 5. A 10th carry in the game for Cook. And he'll get this one down to about the 27.
some of the most unselfish players on any football team? Defensive tackles. Because we ask them to just eat up blocks and allow other people to make tackles. But when he can make a play himself, as we just saw there, that's a big day.
That is not going to be any help as they dump him behind the line of scrimmage. He lost 2, and it brings up 4th. Got stopped, would have liked the touchdown, but hey, field goal gives you the lead, then let your defense do the work.
The one thing to keep in mind, though, the field goal is not automatic. You've got to make sure you protect your kicker here so you don't have a block, which turns into a big play. But you're exactly right. Kick it, rely on your defense. This is the proper play here in this situation.
One score down. Here we go. They're going to go for it here on 4th down. I think probably just trying to draw him off there. It didn't work.
And defensively, that's what you work on all the time. Being in that spot and being able to not jump and give them the yardage that they were desiring.
51-yard attempt.
Tucker's kick is good, and they have taken the lead here in the 4th quarter. So he waited on the sideline for his first chance in the ballgame, and it didn't come until the 4th quarter, but he connects there. A big one to give him the lead.
Boy, you talk about coming in cold. I don't care how many times you kick it into a net. You're not really ready when you go out there and all that beef is coming at you trying to block the kick. Big spot, and he delivers.
Howell and the Commanders come up now 1st and 10 at their own 19-yard line. A play-action fake. They'll look to throw. Well, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Marcus Williams. And he'll take this back down inside the 20. And that was one I kind of saw coming, Charles. You had free safety just hanging back there over the middle, waiting, and he saw that ball go in the air, and he jumped on it.
And I don't know why the quarterback didn't see that. That was just your standard cover 3, which means the free safety in the middle of the field, the 2 corners, and they divide the field in thirds. But when you have a free safety with range, like a good center fielder, he can go from side to side and make plays on the football as he did there.
Clock continuing to run. They'll probably wind this all the way before snapping it on 2nd down. Here's Jackson. And he's unable to hold on to that defensively. A potential game changer, but it falls incomplete. To give you an idea of how accurate he's been throwing the football, we're in the second half. That's just his 2nd incompletion.
Well, if he's that locked in, that means everyone's locked in, because to me it's like throwing a no-hitter in baseball. The pitcher may get the credit, a lot of people making plays behind him in the field.
It's caught by OBJ. Touchdown! Odell Beckham with his 2nd touchdown of the night. And the Ravens will add to their 4th quarter lead.
I know Paul Revere talked about by land or by sea, right? You know, 1 by land, 2 by sea. He didn't mention air, because right now we're seeing a big-time performance, aren't we? That's 2 touchdowns so far in this game.
Where'd you pull that one from?
And, you know, every now and then I actually listened in history class.
And you're just a scholar all the way around. You're reading all the time. I like that you fit that in the podcast.
You know, I just grab a nugget when I can.
Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28. Out there set ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. Well, that last touchdown we just saw, what an important one. Now it's back to a 2-score deficit for this crew. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Kyle Hamilton picks it. And the Ravens will have solid field position here as they take over at their 45-yard line.
The Ravens take over 1st and 10 at their own 45-yard line.
And what is going on here? Are they serious? 1st down, and they're in punt formation. And this is going to work out well as it's out of bounds near the 13-yard line. First and 10 here for Hal and the Commanders. At their own 13. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. And got his man complete. A huge play there for Washington. 52 yards. All 3 timeouts plus the 2-minute warning. Here's first and 10. And the Raven pressure too much. Down he goes. Justin Matabike in there to take him down on what will take us to the 2-minute warning. Here comes second down. And Hal will throw it. This is caught by his tight end, Logan Thomas. And he's going to be taken down with the first down at the Ravens' 24-yard line. Here's Howell. And this is caught now for a late touchdown. So hold everything here. This one's not over yet. Okay, game on. Don't go anywhere yet. You got a 1-score game now. Probably going to rely on the onside kick coming up.
Yeah, they have to. It's not a high percentage play, but it's better than not having a chance at all. And that's when you put your leapers and your flyers on one side, get that high hop, and hope that one of the guys can come up with it.
And on the other side, get that hands team ready.
No doubt about it.
Howell to throw. And he is in for the 2. I still can't believe they went for it, but they've got themselves a lead here late in the ball game. So here we go, still down 1 score, and here comes the onside kick. And this one recovered by the hands team for the Ravens. A tough one there. They certainly wanted that when they needed it, but they didn't absolutely have to get it. They still do have 3 timeouts.
You're exactly right. They had to attempt it. But even though they didn't get it, as you noted, with 3 timeouts, if they can get these stops on defense, all hope is not lost.
They got to have 2 hands on the football here as they run on first down. And I think this defense knew what was coming as he is smothered behind the line. You'd have to think likely another running play coming here. 2nd and 11. Back to the ground. This time Cook. And great blocking downfield as he's got this almost to the 35-yard line.
Well, as we've learned over the years, just because a guy plays left tackle doesn't mean he doesn't have run blocking abilities, and we just saw it there. Controlled the line of scrimmage, created a big gain.
That's kind of a bonus. He's there to protect that high value that you have back under center, but he creates space in the run game.
Yeah, not only can he dance, he can mash, too.
Now Washington going to use the second of their 3 timeouts as they get it with under a minute to go now in the football game. On second down, Cook. And he's going to have to protect the football and take his lumps here at this stage of the game as they stop him behind the line. Got to get to the 26 for a first. This is 3rd down. They run it again with Cook. And this play will be blown up. He'll lose yardage back at the 38. This offense has had a lot to like in this game. I don't know that that last play, though, is going to make the highlight reel.
It's not going to make the highlight reel, but it will be the focus of the film session that the team has to sit through. I've sat through those before. Never any fun. You're always excited about your good plays. And they actually fast forward through those. All right, that was good. All right, great. They get to the bad ones and really illuminate them. Not cool.
Now the Ravens going to use one of their timeouts. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages. And here's a big one now. Trying to hold this lead. They're going to go for it here on 4th down. They'll run for it. Cook. And he has the Ravens first down, and it would appear that that's going to be the one to do it. So the final seconds tick away in this Baltimore victory. And we talked so much about the turnover battle determining who wins and who loses. This game, no exception. They didn't turn the ball over at all, and they go on to victory.
They look like a smooth operation in this one, didn't they? Because you look at every facet of the game, they handled their business.
Why would I hold a man for ransom when my scope like Richard Branson? Since the basement making anthems over seasons with the man in black is seasoned with my